weekly vlog number 58. Really not a whole lot that happened. I'm mostly dealing with computer stuff because I got blue screen. I think I mentioned that last week, but I'm going through and trying to figure out what the hell's causing it because it's getting to be annoying and I just want it taken care of, so it's not an issue anymore, so it's nothing that I have to worry about, but right now it's just a pain in the ass. So while I'm recording this audio on my laptop, my gaming computer is in the middle of running a graphics card stability test that Nvidia had me start to run. They said to run it for an hour. I'm running it for 2 hours. It's currently at 109 minutes, so it's almost at 2 hour mark. 2 hours is 120 minutes, so it's getting close. So I'll talk about the blue screen stuff in a bit. I want to start off by speaking about my fish because I think I mentioned last week that one of the fish laid eggs. And I did get the little net box thingy ordered, and it was delivered and it got here. So that is in the tank, and I put all the eggs in there that I could. They scraped off the glass just fine with the razor blade. The problem was that I was not able to separate the unfertilized eggs from the fertilized eggs. So I think the most I've been able to count, I'm not 100% sure. These things are about the size of an ant now that some have hatched. But I think the most that managed to survive the egg stage and actually hatch, there's probably only 9 of them. The unfertilized eggs were all just stuck together with the fertilized eggs, and they were so small you just can't really separate them, and what ended up happening is those unfertilized eggs then started to rot and grow mold, and that mold leached over to the fertilized eggs. So there's still a bunch of fertilized eggs that never hatched, and I think they just died off. But at least 9 survived, so that's good. They're swimming around. They just worry the fuck out of me because I think they're just going to get stuck in there somehow or something. I don't know. And it's going to be tricky as fuck to make them eat because I got to grind some fish flakes up into powder. They're so damn small just to be able to try and feed them. Though that's going to probably take a day or 2 more before they start eating real fish food because apparently they don't eat for the first 2 or 3 days or so after getting out of the egg. So, I don't know, I'll see what happens with that. But so far, it's a little bit just stressful, really, because I look at them, and they're so damn tiny. It's damn near impossible to see where they are inside this little net thing, inside the tank. And it really is, they're about the size of an ant. They're so small. It's crazy. The adult ones that I have in the tank, the ones that laid the eggs, their eye, just one of their eyes, is about the same size as 1 or 2 of the baby fish that hatched from the eggs. They're that tiny. And in order to get them into that net thing, I mentioned on Twitter, Facebook stuff, that I transferred the eggs into a plastic bag first. And yes, I did do that because I woke up after the first day of the eggs being hatched and seeing them in the tank. And I found that a bunch of them were missing, so some of the fish went up and ate the eggs, which was really bad. So I took them off and I just scooped them into a plastic bag. A bunch of them did fall to the bottom of the tank and then got eaten by other fish, but I got at least 90% of what was remaining and put them in a bag. Then when the net box thingy got here that I ended up ordering, I transferred them from that bag to that little net, and they're now just sitting in that net. And they seem to be doing alright, but goddamn, so many of them were lost because the moldy eggs and the other fish eating them. It's just a pain in the ass. Next up, there was an internet outage again yesterday. I think it was yesterday. Internet went out for 2 hours. I went in to switch my wash, but before doing that, I decided to say, you know what, fuck it. I'm going to unplug the modem router combo thing, plug it back in, and just let it do its thing. And then I went in to switch my wash. By the time I got back over to the computer that's next to the modem router thing, I'm just going to call it a fucking modem. By the time I got back to that computer and I saw it, there was still no internet back to it. It looked like the lights were behaving properly. It was all started up. It was all ready. And then by the time I got out to my room where my gaming computer is, my laptop and everything is that I'm speaking at right now, internet finally returned by the time I put my clothes away. So it looks like it was probably coincidence that it returned after I reset the modem. I don't know. I'll see what happens. I'm pretty sure it was just a coincidence. Comcast had a fucking mass outage last week, so I wouldn't be surprised at all if it was just another fuck up on their part and it was just another big ass outage. But I don't know. Hopefully nothing else happens. We'll find out. The main thing I'm worried about right now is my computer. Just wanting to make sure I can get this all resolved. I don't know what the fuck's going on. So I guess onto the blue screen. So basically, blue screen, I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I contacted Nvidia. I sent them every crash dump file that I had. I looked at the crash dump files. Some were saying memory corruption. Memory corruption does not necessarily mean there's something wrong with the video RAM, the graphics RAM, whatever, or the cache of the processor, or the RAM that you put into the motherboard itself. It doesn't necessarily mean there's a hardware fault. It could mean that some information was mishandled by a program, or something got confused in software on the system and just said, okay, we don't know what the fuck's going on. Here's this error. Something got fucked up. It just led to corrupt information. We're fucked. We're lost. We don't know what to do. Here's a blue screen for you. So I'm not sure which it is. I did run memtest 86. That resulted in no errors. So I know it's not my RAM, and I think memtest tests the cache of your CPU, so if it does, then it also means it's not my CPU. And the test I'm running now is now at 115 minutes, almost at 116 minutes, in a single setting for my graphics card for a stability test. But it's weird too, because The Witcher is what I originally contacted Nvidia for, and it's still the same thing. I'm telling them about the other blue screens as well, because it's a process you have to go through. You explain all the issues that's going on, all the problems that may be potentially happening that are possibly related. And The Witcher is just really confusing, because it's the only game that I've played so far that is consistently causing a blue screen on my computer. And it's just strange, but I got a blue screen just randomly while editing a video some months back. I got blue screen while working around, just looking online on Google Chrome sometime after rendering videos. Just basically, it seems like certain activities cause an issue, certain ones don't, and it's a little random, and I don't know what the hell is causing it, so we're trying to narrow it down, try and figure out what the fuck's going on. But some say, okay, audio drivers. Another one says, okay, it's graphics driver. Okay, another one says memory corruption. Another one, geez. It's just bouncing all over the place with the results from the crash dump files. So I don't know if it's exactly accurate with what it's pointing at or not, and I don't really have a lot of experience looking through the information given by those crash dump files in order to know, okay, this is what's really going on. It says it's possibly caused by this, but it's really caused by this over here. It's just something separate. It could be a hardware fault. I'm not sure. I'm fully expecting it to be a faulty graphics card just fucked up in some weird ass way, because fucking had issues with graphics cards from EVGA, and it's just one of those other graphics cards from them. So it could be that, but I don't know. If it's some software thing that I can easily fix, it's going to be awesome, but I have no idea, so I'm going to continue looking through this, try and get it solved, and I guess I'll be updating next week or whenever the hell I get it figured out. And hopefully it doesn't cause a delay with videos, but it looks like between my dog and the issues with computer, there's possibly going to be more delays on videos eventually. I'm not sure. Mostly because of my dog, because I only managed to get a single recording session done when I was awake during the night this time, because my dog keeps waking me up and sleep deprivation is kicking in, so I'm getting way too goddamn tired to record anything, which is annoying as fuck. I may sound wide awake right now, but that's because when my dog woke me up to let him out a second time this time, when I was just asleep last night, I yelled at him, told him to get on the bed and just lay down and just leave me alone, and he just went to sleep. So that was good, but he's been getting into this thing where, okay, 5 hours into my sleep, he'll want out, or 7 hours of my sleep. Then it started going for, okay, 3 hours into my sleep, he wants out. Okay, fuck it, fine, I'll let you out. You gotta go out this one time. About 4 hours later, he wants out again. Son of a bitch, gotta let him out. But now I'm just gonna say, you know what, fuck it, you gotta go out one time while I'm asleep. And preferably, you don't go out at all when I'm asleep. But I gotta let you out, otherwise it's just gonna be a jerk and go to the bathroom in the other room. Which will be bad, because that would mean I have to clean something up, and I don't want to clean that up. I just prefer letting you out, but I want to sleep, and having my sleep interrupted is a huge issue for me because my sleep disorder. So basically, I guess what's going to end up happening if I don't want to get behind on schedule is I might eventually have to start recording during the day instead of recording at night. And the reason I usually record during the night is so there's no background noise going on. There's no cars driving by that potentially get picked up with mic. There's no people making noise outside which potentially gets picked up with mic. There's no people mowing their lawn and doing other fucking weird ass noises going on that fucks with the audio or whatever and gets picked up by the mic. But it looks like I might have to switch and say, you know what, fuck, I have to record during the day and during the night. It just depends on when the fuck I'm not tired enough or how far behind I'm getting. But I don't know, I'll see how things go. Hopefully I'll be able to get a few recording sessions done next time I'm awake Thursday night. I'm not exactly sure. I still have to get some more videos edited and rendered. I've been mostly dealing with blue screen stuff, trying to figure out what the hell's going on with the computer. So I haven't had a whole lot of chances to really edit a ton of videos lately. I still got to upload a bunch too. I only have enough to last until, shit, I don't even know, probably around the 25th. I don't remember. I think I have 32 or 33 videos uploaded. I'm not looking at it right now. But yeah, I'm starting to fall behind a little bit. I gotta upload more. I think I have over 40 videos rendered, so I'm gonna be uploading a bunch today. Possibly editing as well. I'm not exactly sure what I'm gonna be doing. I'll figure that out after I get this video uploaded. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Hopefully I'm not falling too far behind. Hopefully I can stay up to date. Thanks everyone for watching. There's been at least 2 of you who seem to be watching every video, so that's awesome. So I usually joke and say, for the 1 or 2 of you actually watching, but it seems more like there's at least 2 of you now that are commenting. So that means at minimum there's 2 people watching, which means it's possibly somewhere now between 2 to 5 people watching, which is, I guess, something I gotta correct in my future videos and say, okay, instead of saying 1 or 2 of you watching, it's more like 2 or 5 of you. So, I don't know, I'll figure out what's going on, and thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next video next week, or on the next Borderlands 2 video on Monday, or some other video, but until then, I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching, and I will update with computer information on Twitter and Facebook throughout the process, of course. And I'll update next week. If you're not following Twitter, Facebook stuff, that's fine. I'll update on the next weekly video. So no big deal. I'll see you guys then. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later. Bye for now.